Hey, welcome back. I'm Jake with Broadway Home Medical, and today we're going to be talking about the Evo 614 HD by Pride Mobility. So stay tuned. The Jazzy Evo 614 HD is Pride's most rugged, heavy-duty power wheelchair. It's packed with a lot of features that's going to make your experience with this chair much more comfortable. So let's go ahead and get into it. For starters, like most power chairs, you've got a button here you're going to need to push to turn the chair on. On this chair, you're going to see that light up green, indicating that you do have power to the chair. This top row of lights here is your battery charge. And as always, we recommend doing your best to not let the chair get down into the red, so you can avoid potentially damaging your batteries. The top speed on this is controlled with this little knob here on the chair. So over here we've got our fastest setting. You can dial it down to your lowest setting. This does have a horn button as well. That's basically so you can let people know you're coming. Like most power chairs, this is driven using a joystick, and you're basically just going to point the joystick in the direction you want the chair to go. Underneath the joystick here, we do have our charging port. This takes your standard XLR charger. It's going to plug in here. The other end is going to plug into your wall outlet. The arms on the chair, they are height adjustable. There's a little set screw in here you'll loosen. The chair does come with the Allen wrench you need in order to do that. It allows you to adjust the height of the arm. You can also adjust the angle of the arm by tweaking this little bolt here. So you can have it sitting perfectly flat, angle it up or down, whatever is most comfortable for the user. While we have the arm up, you're going to notice here we do have a little lever here. So this chair does have a limited recline. This also will allow you to fold the chair down completely flat, which makes it a lot easier when you're needing to remove the seat. All right, now if we swing over to the back of the chair here, you're going to notice that we have little storage pouch on the back. It's always handy to keep your owner's manual with you. You could also probably store your battery charger in this as well. On the side over here, you're going to notice we do have another set screw, and then there is a little quick release pin here that we can pull. That allows you to adjust the width of the arms. This does come standard with a safety belt, and then has the little 1-inch receiver tube on here. Allows you to carry like a rear basket, an oxygen tank holder if you need to. There's walker holders, cane holders, lots of other accessories that you can get to plug into this. On the back of the base here, you're going to see there's these two little yellow knobs here. These are actually little screws. If you loosen these, it'll allow you to remove this compartment so you can access the batteries and some other internal functions as well. That makes it really easy to service this chair. If you need to actually swap batteries on this, you really don't even need to have the user exit the chair. You can do all that right through here without having to have them get up and out of the seat. Yep. All right, if we swing around onto this side over here, you're going to notice we've got some pretty aggressive tires here. These are 13 and 3/4 inch tires. They are solid tires, but they are perforated, which does allow for a smoother ride. This chair also does have active track suspension. So you're going to see here we've got coils and springs, and they have those located over all 4 of your caster wheels, which allows for a much smoother ride and also allows you to traverse rougher terrain. We swing over to the front here. The foot plate here is a flip-up foot plate. This is also height adjustable. So there's a couple bolts here that we can remove. You can slide this bracket up and down to adjust that foot plate to the correct height for the user of this chair. On the front here, you're going to see our little battery reset button. So if you happen to overload the chair, whether it's just with too much weight or going through too heavy of like grass or terrain, before it blows the electronics or damages the electronics, it should pop this little breaker here. So if you go to power your chair on and you get absolutely no power, this is always the first place I go to check. Just check to make sure that that button's not popped out. because most of the time that's what the issue is. These two levers on the front here are your freewheel levers. So if we flip these up, that allows you to roll the chair. Just make sure we go back and lock them down into place. Otherwise, when you go to drive, you're gonna get some faults from the joystick. The seat on this, this is a memory foam seat, so it's very comfortable. It does come in several different sizes. We'll put that up on the screen so you can take a look at all the different options there. It does have an adjustable headrest as well. Just a little button here we push that allows you to, I can get back over here, raise this up and down to get to a comfortable height. This chair does come in several different color options. We have it here in the matte black. Being a heavy duty chair, it has a 450-pound weight capacity. Has a maximum range of just over 21 miles, and then a top speed of 4.8 miles per hour. And after that, I think ready to take this thing for a test drive. All right, about ready to take this thing for a test drive. Before we get into that, though, I did want to just also mention there are a lot of other accessories you can get for these types of chairs. You can add on like wheelchair-style footrests that swing away. You can also get the ones that elevate. There's swing-away mounts you can get for the joystick, which allows you to move the joystick out of the way when you're entering and exiting the chair. Cup holders, saddlebags. Pride has a lot of different options for accessories you can get to make your use of these chairs a lot more convenient for you. So when entering a chair, I always recommend making sure you have the joystick powered off. Just that way you don't accidentally bump in the joystick and have it drive over you while you're trying to get on or off of it. Also, lifting up the foot plate is always recommended so you don't potentially trip over that. And then we're going to sit back down into this. Lower our foot plate back down. All right. The one thing I want to mention too, this is the 22-inch seat. So as you can see, it's a little bit oversized for me. I'm about 6 foot, 200 pounds. But this does come in several different seat options. So if this is a chair you're looking for, I'm sure there's a seat site that'll fit you correctly. So we're going to power this on. Give us a little drive through our store and see how it does in kind of a real world shopping experience. So being center wheel drive, this thing does turn extremely sharp. As you can see, I mean, sitting here doing a 360, it's pretty much just spinning in place. So we'll bring it up over here and kind of go through a couple of our aisles. The joystick on this is very responsive and intuitive. For those of you who haven't driven a power chair before, we get a lot of people that are pretty apprehensive about learning how to drive with a joystick. I always recommend, start off on a slow setting and just practice for a little while. After a short time of using it, it really becomes second nature. And as you can see, driving through our aisles here in our store, we have no issues getting around. So now I think we're going to take this thing outside and see how it does outdoors in the grass. All right, let's see how this thing does outside. We're gonna go ahead. All right, so driving over the little cracks in our parking lot here, it's really a pretty comfortable ride. These are solid tires, so you're going to feel a little bit more than you would if you had pneumatic, but being that they're solid and perforated, it's definitely smoother than your standard solid tires. So let's take it over in the grass here and see how she handles. Yeah, going over the bumpy grass here, I mean, it's really a pretty smooth ride. I mean, you can definitely feel the bumps, but it's not uncomfortable. Really doesn't feel like it's bogging down at all. Switch over here and swing around some of this a little more rough area around by the our tree over here. So if you're looking for something to take to the park, take to the soccer fields, ball fields, this thing should definitely be able to get you anywhere you need to go. This little transition bump here. It really handles that with no problem. I'm gonna swing over here and the other side of our parking lot, and I'll give you guys my my final thoughts on it. You know, that 4.8 mile per hour top speed, I mean, it's not too fast, but definitely gets you where you need to go. I think quick enough. So, okay. All right. So the Jazzy Evo 614 HD. I mean, this is definitely a really nice chair from Pride. It's very rugged. Pretty much handle, I think, anywhere you'd want to take this outdoors. And then inside, as you saw earlier, I mean, it handles really good in an indoor environment as well. So if you're looking for a power chair, this is definitely one I think you should take a hard look at and give some good consideration. So I appreciate you watching. Again, I'm Jake with Broadway Home Medical. We hope you learned something. If you did, please like and subscribe for more content, and we'll catch you next time.